It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad. How you doing, man? Tommy Guns, a.k.a. Young Tommy. What's up, dude?
What's going on, man? The Gunman is here. Welcome to the Gun Show.
Damn. You have your own introduction for this show. Is that how you introduce yourself? Welcome to the Gun Show?
Yeah. So, like, from now on, once I start getting back to doing shows with my own music, I feel like I'm going to definitely call it the Gun Show.
Nice.
If I'm ever blessed enough to go on tour, I need everyone to pray for that. I'm definitely going to call it the Gun Show Tour.
Wow.
I've been thinking about it for I don't know how long now.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, your stage name is very cool. Yeah, what should people refer to you by? Tommy Guns or Young Tommy?
Tommy Guns, definitely. Shout out my boy, Clay Xavier. He's the one who called me while I was somewhere very loud. I remember that. And I was trying really hard to hear him. He said, after our studio session, "Hey man, I just had to call you because me and the boys, we were just talking and we were like, because I have a song called Tommy Guns. That was before I even had the name Tommy Guns. I had a song called Tommy Guns because someone gave me that nickname, but I never really used it. And so he said, bro, you should use that, man. That's your new name. That gives more. Young Tommy, everybody does the young thing, but because you have a reason to call yourself Tommy Guns, because I'm also a drummer, if anyone knows that. And so I like to say it as like Tommy Guns because I got that arsenal. So I say that a lot. And when I mean arsenal, I mean chops, like drum chops.
Dude,
drummers know what that
drumming
means.
chops is it's a whole other thing.
It is.
Endurance, forearm endurance, and to be able to go for a long time too.
Don't forget your legs.
Oh, dude, because that means you're good at multitasking.
Yeah.
Because especially like for drum set players, that's a whole bunch of like compartmentalizing of different things, you know?
Yeah.
Because I could never.
Dude, it's like, even for drummers now, it's a lot of doing everything slow for a long time. So you really need to have the patience to... There's a lot of people that don't know the difference in what I'm doing. They think it's just straightforward, but there's a different feel. You can almost hear it.
What's your training?
I would say marching band sticks.
Nice.
That are nice and heavy.
You played snare in marching band?
No, I did not. But this is the training though.
Okay.
So get a pair of marching band sticks. The heaviest pair of drumsticks you can get for building speed. But don't start fast. And then get a drum pad and a pillow, an old pillow that you don't care about, because a pillow has no rebound, no surface, no bounce. You hit it and it just stays just like that. If it bounces up, it's easier. You want it to be as hard as it can be. So when you get to the drum kit and it's just flowing. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Because it's easy.
Yeah. So practice
that's hard, dude. Practicing on a pillow is doing all of the work with no reward. There's no sound.
Exactly.
The only thing I practiced on a pillow was just to I learned how to remove bras on a pillow.
Okay.
And it's a weird story. But yeah, it has nothing to do with drumming. But
please, I want to hear this story.
I mean, my homie and I mean, in high school, before I interacted with any females, we just knew that I had to eventually learn how to do it, you know? And so I learned how to do it with the one hand using my mom's brassiere on a pillow.
Whoa.
Yeah. Could do it like that. Yeah.
After this, I need you to teach me that, because I've never been in the position where I needed to snap a bra. I think they've just either not been there or a woman's just taking them off. No one's ever told me to do that.
Well, first of all, I don't think two grown men should be alone in a room with a pillow and a bra.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
But I will tell you, it is, if it's something that you want in your arsenal.
Maybe I can look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't think you need me teaching you, dude. I think if we were two high school homies,
yeah, it would be
in high school. That's
strange.
more appropriate. But we are two grown men, dude.
It would be a lot less strange if we were just back in high school. A bunch of buddies came to someone's house, like, "Yo, check this video out." So you know what? I think I'll do some singular research. You are very right about that.
Dude, but shout out to you. Drumming is a tough feat. I did drumline in high school.
Okay.
I have a lot of my best homies are drummers. One of my best friends, he kills on the drum set too. So when I see you ripping there during these gigs and these events, props to you, man. It's absolutely tough. Like the chops that are necessary for good sound quality and also being in the pocket.
Facts.
As a drummer, what do you think is the most important tool to be a good drummer?
The most important tool to being a good drummer is, before you touch the kit, know what you're sitting on it for. Is it for you to, obviously it's to have fun and be present and get whatever's off your heart and just lay it on the skins. But what you're there for is to enhance the music and enhance the artist set, if there is an artist.
Yeah.
But basically enhance the set in general. And you can't necessarily do that if you think it's all about you.
Wow. And that's tough, especially something as loud.
So loud. So inherently loud. And
something that in society has been known to be probably like, it's like the two things. If you're the vocals, women love you. But also mostly, I think if you're the drummer, women love you.
Because there's like this almost stereotype thing where, the drummer's he's a bad boy. He's probably the strongest out of everyone because he has to carry the most equipment. He's just, he's so mysterious.
Is there truth to that?
There is.
Of those, are you mysterious? Are you the strongest typically, like in your band whenever you're playing?
Most of the time. There are definitely times where I'm nowhere near the strongest or most mysterious. Attractive, that's up for interpretation. But
I can see it in your eyes that you believe it. You're like, hey, yeah, man.
You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith in yourself. But also, I think I am as mysterious until you talk to me. Because I get that a lot. Like, wow, you're almost, like, some people think I'm almost intimidating.
Maybe it's your height.
It's the height, it's the beard, it's the chocolatey skin.
Damn.
It's my voice sometimes, or when I'm talking to other people. But then they'll be like, yeah, and then we all just started talking, and you were just hella cool. Like, you were laughing, you were so nice. And I'm like, bro, I'm nice. I'm really.
A lot of people, I mean, is that the stereotype like drummers get too? Is that they're scary? Is because people think that you could beat someone's ass?
Yeah, people
if you could beat drums, you could beat ass.
And it's like, bro, even though that's probably true, it's not just something we do. We don't go around terrorizing people. We're actually pretty kind. I take that nice part back. I'm not very nice, but I am super kind to any and everyone.
What's the difference between nice and kind?
I am so glad you asked me that. I've been waiting on someone to ask me that forever. The difference between nice and kind is what you get out of it and what you don't. It's almost effortless to be kind because it's just something in you to be. If you genuinely care about people, property, their belongings, just about the life around you in general, then you'll respect it. You'll have genuine respect for that, not only in those things, but in things you don't agree with. Like, you could not like a person and be like, there's no reason to disrespect you or disrespect your family or disrespect anyone around you. So I can be kind enough, or even if someone's wronged you, I can be kind enough to distance myself from the situation and wish you no wrong. And being nice is more so, you know you're getting something out of it later. You know what I mean?
So nice is transactional, kind
nice
is just
is transactional.
Whoa, that's so interesting. I get scared of that because I'm slated to be a really nice guy.
Like a waiter.
I've always I mean, yeah, waiters have to be nice.
Yeah, it's for their job, but it's like, hey, you know those guys that just came in from town from they're on a big football scholarship or contract. Be extra nice to them if you want that big tip. Transactional.
But you can't say be extra kind to them because I guess the word kind does come with a lot more
morality.
Oh, that's a good way to put it. Okay, so like you find yourself not having to be nice because nice seems like you're trying to get something out of the thing.
Exactly.
But then you are at your truest core kind.
I couldn't have said it better. In my truest core, I'm the kindest person. Seriously.
Where's that come from?
It comes from yin and yang, meaning my mother and father. So my father, he's always like been in my ear about having high morals and high standard for how I act, for how I treat people, for how I want to be treated. And I kind of just, and my mother, I've always seen her do it. So I've always seen her be kind and have a gentle approach when it came to different situations. Like she doesn't really, I can count on like my 5 fingers how many times I've heard her yell. How many times I've heard her like, my parents don't even curse. They don't even get so mad to even curse.
Wow.
And so I would say, as far as being kind, I've seen how they've treated others, how they've always had a smile on their face, how they've never necessarily had to get something out of it to just be good to people. So I would say that helped a lot.
It's important how that is. I mean, it's cool that you say you can count on your fingers how many times your mom has yelled around you. Me, there aren't enough hands in the world that could
we need all
keep
of
the count. We need all of the Philippines to be able to count just half the times my mom's yelled at me alone. But I mean, that doesn't. It's important. Our environment, our nurture and nature is important to who we are.
Better someone who loves you yells at you than someone who doesn't.
That's sure. As a kind person, it's so interesting that you've chosen this instrument that is slated to be the most
aggressive.
Yeah, I mean it's the most percussive. It's the most loud, aggressive instrument.
Yeah.
So I mean, I have a question for you. I mean, as a drummer who is also pursuing their own music, is there frustrations between the blurred lines of like when Tommy wants to be a drummer and when Tommy wants to be an artist?
I knew we were going to talk about this. I just didn't know you were going to be so smart to look at me and have that energy feed. But absolutely, there is. And it's not even a give or take thing like, oh, I don't want to be this. I want to be, because I'll always be a drummer. I don't care how big I make it. By the grace of God, I make it because I want to so bad. So bad it hurts. But even then, I would just be someone who made it that still plays for big artists. Because I don't care how big I am. I'm always going to play drums. It's not on me. It's in me. It's not something I do for, it's not to say it's not something I do for fun, but it's not something I do just simply recreationally. It's something I do because I couldn't help myself. I love it too much. Yeah. But as far as that, it's like not a lot of people know me for my own music. A lot of people like it as far as when they hear it, they're like, oh, wow, this is really cool. But whenever people meet me or someone knows me and they introduce me to someone, the first thing I hear is, he's a fire-ass drummer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's great. I don't oppose it, but it's like, I got music too, guys.
Yeah, man. Like, a compliment is a compliment.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I mean, it's kind of this identity crisis sometimes too, right?
It is.
And in a realm in the Bay Area, like the Bay Area, where we have so many artists that want to be able to have a live band, it's hard to really put yourself out there when you've already proven yourself as this person that everyone needs, a fire-ass drummer. But then competition's fierce when you're an artist. It changes the game a little bit more, right?
You are so damn in tune right now, bro.
I get it, man. Thank you very much. I could see almost like non-verbally that there is an ounce, if not more than just an ounce, of like frustration with this identity.
The glasses.
Like,
you see it too clearly.
I don't know, man. I need these glasses. My eyesight's fucked.
Wow. I don't think I could have said it any better than you. It's just been in my brain and in my heart so heavy. So it means a lot to me that we're even having this discussion. I will say to all those people who call me a fire-ass drummer, and even if it's only, because that's probably all they even know me by, so how could I be upset about that? But just know, I got some stuff cooking up, man. Boy, do I have some stuff cooking up with some fire-ass artists that you guys know as some fire-ass artists. And I'm very excited for the future. I think it's been a hellish road.
Yeah.
And it's still, I think it's been a hell of a road these past 2 years, and I don't think it's going to get any easier, but for certain it's going to get better.
For whatever it is that you're talking about that has been a hellish road, is that why there's been a gap in your music from 2021 up until you said this December?
How do you know that?
I mean, dude, you told me to check out your shit, and I was like, yeah, you're going to come onto my platform. Yeah, absolutely.
Yo.
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
17 tracks.
17 tracks.
On your album from 2021.
Yes.
That is a 59-minute project. That's a feat to have. And then all of a sudden, yeah, I mean, like, what happened? What's going on? How come, like, you've sent me a few things unreleased. And now the people that were listening to your shit in 2021, how come you're leaving them? How come you're edging them?
So, it's been, when I say hell of a road, a lot of things that have happened, and we're about to get into it. So grab your popcorn, grab your soda, because you are now into the gun show. And it can't be that bad. But in this case, it's been that bad.
Damn, dude.
So first thing is the most obvious. Money. Boy, are albums expensive.
What's like, for someone that doesn't make music like that, and for my listeners out there that don't make music like that, what is a financial breakdown of making your music? What do you gotta cash out? This
is the reason why I'm now I've been looking into getting my own setup in my own home. And I'm just gonna set up shop in my living room. Because this is just crazy. If I'm going to a studio, it's gonna be out of town. So the breakdown is you have to consider how ready are you to get in the booth? Because if you're still, I don't know about this one, I still got to write some lyrics, I still got to change some, that's time. That's time that you're wasting, that's time that you're spending, because they're going to charge you for it all. So you have to consider the time you're going to be in the studio, the amount of time it's going to take you to record, how much ground can you cover recording everything, and there's no way every time you're going to like everything you record. So you're going to re-record. So you're going to spend more money on more time. You got to pay for mixing. If you don't mix yourself, you got to pay for mastering if you can't master yourself. And if you can't mix yourself, you don't master yourself. So, and then they send it all to you. You have to consider flakiness when it comes to certain engineers. You have to consider whether, okay, we did so much work together, so you're more than likely to go to the people that you've already been to. Oh, dude, turns out I'm moving to LA, or damn, I'm traveling to Atlanta. I'm not even But damn, I needed these release dates. We already talked about, I know, bro, that's my bad. You have to consider casualties that no one else is going to think about. And no one's going to care about it more than you. So you have to care about it as much more to mean that you have to have the preparedness to have extra money than what you think you should have. Don't just have as much as far as what they charge an hour. Okay. Have twice, have 3 times that amount.
Got to be prepped for it.
Be prepped.
And this is why a lot of people, they learn the craft on their own.
Yeah.
Because that way you don't have to wait on anyone.
Exactly.
You don't have to pay anyone.
Exactly.
It's you on your time. And if something fucks up, you can't point your fingers at anyone else but yourself.
And you get to redo it as many times as you want.
Without having to say sorry to a producer or anything like that.
Without, damn, I hope I don't forget these lyrics. You'll be at home. Just sit at home. And I'll just be able to do this thing all day. So I can't. But then again, people don't record themselves at home because the setup is expensive. However, that's way cheaper than you spending so much money in studios every single time.
I mean, it's an investment, man. It's buying your own home versus renting.
Yeah.
And it depends on, like, do you have the money for that? And that's kind of like pros and cons with both, obviously.
I would tell people, even if you don't have the money, there's a lot of us that don't. Even if you don't, get it. By any means necessary, whether you gotta go to your bank, get a new savings account, whether that's picking up an extra job. If you love music that much, then it's worth it to you. Yeah. Do whatever means necessary. Get your own setup at home. And that's not to take away from the money that engineers make in the studio. I still want to go to a studio even when I have my own setup because it's a different vibe. It's a different energy. I'll get a different feel. I'll sing something different. I'll rap something different because of what I see around me. Yeah. But for the most part, for the biggest part, you'll have the money to go to the studio because you'll save it by doing so much work at home. And you'll get a lot more work covered as you're at home. Versus then, damn, I can't go to the studio. I can't do any work because I don't have that money to work right now.
So these past 2 years, it's been like a financial hurdle to be able to like get some shit done.
That too. It's been hellish hurdles. I've moved like 3 times since within the last, about 3 times maybe within the last 2 years. That was after I had a breakup, which I didn't really go through on a heartbroken tip. It was just more so everything that goes on around that has to suffer. Like both of you have to move. How much time do we have? Got to have money to move. And having money to move is like unforeseen circumstances everywhere. You got to think about U-Hauls. You got to think about where you got to travel to. You got to think about
getting a whole damn place.
Getting a whole damn place, bro.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of stuff. And that it sucks that it gets in the way. It sucks that money is a factor in everything.
It sucks, bro. I heard somebody call relationships after the love is gone relationships.
Fuck, I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
that
so
sucks.
It was in his comedy set because it's like once all the love is gone and you two still live together, you guys are in a rent relationship. Like, damn, we're through, but
we still gotta make rent. Yeah, I still gotta see your face.
High five. Let's work this out.
We gotta make it to the end of the contract type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I don't know. That's why when some couples move in early together, I'm like, you guys better make this work out, not just for the love, but for the money.
Make it work.
Yeah. And so after that, I mean, like, but during that time, were you able to like still write? Were you still able to like cook something up?
Hell yeah. Where I moved out of that, I moved into like a house with a studio in it. So I was recording as much as I could. I recorded my whole second album at like during the latest hours ever. So it would go on for hours. I would just record till like 5 a.m. and sleep during the day if I could, because I'd still have to work and then go right back to recording. That's partially why the second album, which is coming up next year, y'all need to be ready for that, John, is called After Dark.
Oh, because you're making it after dark.
Because I made the whole thing after dark.
Damn near into like sunrise.
Yeah, and everything that transpired in that album with what I'm talking about really went on after dark.
That's a nice name, After Dark.
Thank you, man. Came up with it myself.
Sexy name too, man. It is. Yeah, because everything naughty happens after dark.
Facts.
Yeah. Is there some like baby making tunes in this thing?
There are a couple baby making tunes. Yeah, and there's especially. It's like I just don't know how to stop. I'm working on my 3rd album right now.
Wow, dude. So you've really been working.
Yeah, which is called Synergy.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Wow. Just a completely different turnaround from like After Dark. Being a drummer, have you found like some skills from that translate well into being an artist?
Absolutely.
Like what?
Like flow.
Yeah.
Like having a rap flow is kind of like a new drums beat.
Do you have like an educational background in drumming, or is this like all what do you call it? What's the term? Tribal?
Okay. Mostly tribal, but as far as educational, I've been in jazz band from 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade, and then I was in jazz band orchestra in college.
Dude, playing for jazz.
Yeah.
That's going to teach you some intricacies, man.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. And my father made me do that. I really didn't want to. So glad I ended up doing it, though.
I mean, because as a kid, no kid is ever enticed by jazz.
Yeah.
And then you hear jazz, and it's so good.
Yeah.
And it's especially like jazz and rap. And jazz and hip hop have this beautiful marriage.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, like if you were to take like Kendrick and like a lot of his samples.
What Kendrick say? I merged jazz fusion with the trap music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Uh-huh.
And like, so you have to, one of the most like educated art forms is jazz because it's so loose. And if you're playing drums for jazz, that means that you were laid up to do this.
Facts.
So yeah, I mean like, so it helps with flow.
Mm-hmm.
It must help with intonation, being able to hear like a lot of this music because you sing on a lot of your tracks too.
Mm-hmm. It helps with storyline. I'm a big fan of like storytelling, because I'm very into watching movies. So it's and watching plays. I was in theater in high school.
Damn, so you did everything.
Yeah, and then I would always be like in the theater room in college. I took none of the classes, but I was always there to watch.
You would just kick it in the theater room?
I was always there to watch. And then I would go to the plays and watch and just pick up on certain scenarios like, and then I would say, so it basically made me very theatrical.
Okay.
Like it made me very much so my own form of an actor.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took all that and I took drumming and figured, how can I make my life a story to tell?
Mm-hmm.
And so now I basically tell stories of my life in my music.
Yeah. And that's, I think, what music is meant for. Otherwise, it's two-dimensional.
Yeah.
Like, you got to tell a story, especially like nowadays. It's a whole bunch of factors. But the thing that's going to resonate with people until the very end is like, they want to get to know the person through their music, you know?
Facts.
It's cool to have those like Migos type songs where you could...
Run it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm down for all triplet flows.
It's hyped.
I'm down for triplet flows. I'm down to hear about like big booty bitches. I'm down to hear about money falling down on some big booty bitches.
I like that shit.
It's
damn
fun.
self.
Time and place, though, you know?
Facts.
You know, I mean, that's why, I don't know, like, I hear a lot of like influences in you, but I want to hear like who are some like tent pole influences in your art that you make.
Okay, let's get to it. I would say the way I grew up, I was like not raised to be one. I just ended up being a hopeless romantic sort of type of person. The women in my life are very influential in this music, given some songs are about them. Mm-hmm. I would say the adversities I've gone through. Like, just recently, I want to say, let's say 4 months ago. And this was like weak as hell to me. Because it's like, bro, how does this even happen? I got like very sick after a show. Me and my boy Rob did for our event called Black Sugar. And
at the Continental Club.
Exactly. Were you there?
No, I wanted to go, but I couldn't make it.
Damn it. Oh well. So I get there, and then I was like, the whole show, I was sick as a dog.
Damn.
And I'm like, not now.
And you got the most like physical job. I mean, like, it sucks for a singer to be sick because like that affects your vocal cords. But like if you're sick and you're playing guitar, you could make it through.
Bro.
But out here, you're fucking.
Yeah.
You're going in on it. Yeah.
That was for like, I think we were playing for a good 5 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Straight.
You're just like, you got your arms are super pumped. You're vascular. You're just ripped at the end of a show, aren't you?
Yeah, and then that's another thing when people think drummers are like either mean or aggressive because our movements are. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and especially me, I'm sure a lot of people see this a lot, that I just can't hold the regular. I can't look simple. It's hard. I'm really.
Well, I mean, that's part of it.
And my face is all weird, and I just look like some sort of animal that will attack and eat your young.
I mean, I don't know if people are thinking about it to that extent.
Yeah.
Now they are. Now they are. But that's part of the showmanship. I mean, that's part of you being a theatrical dude, right?
Exactly.
I mean, people want to see that. People don't want to see like some guy just.
Yeah. That's no fun.
No, it's not fun.
That's not fun.
Especially for the type of music that you're playing for other people, right? Yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry. Keep going with your influences and whatnot.
What are some other influences? I would say other rappers for sure.
Of course.
Like
who are some big ones? Yeah.
I'll say some who I think are big. Everyone may not, but I think these rappers are big. I'll say J.I.D., who signed to Dreamville.
Yes, sir.
Boss, also signed to Dreamville.
Yes, sir.
And definitely some singers like Summer Walker. As far as I'm such an R&B head.
Summer Walker is so good. Summer Walker, Ari Lennox.
Man,
I mean, like,
talk to me.
If you're talking about anyone, Dreamville, that's if I were a rapper, I would love
to be signed to them, man.
Dude,
bro.
J. Cole's one of my tops.
Facts,
easy,
bro.
Yeah,
facts. K-Dot, as far as
when he had TDE, that'd be so.
Yo, and then I like music that isn't necessarily mainstream too, like The Neighborhood, which is like a rock band. I like punk. I listen to a lot more jazz now, obviously, and so I think of jazz as telling a story in itself. So that, and then what else influences me is adventure for sure. Like if let's say I had something to do way out the way somewhere, I'm probably going to stay out there for a day or two.
What does that mean? Like, how far does the adventure have to be? Like, are you going to stay at my crib for a day or two today?
Yeah. Make a pallet. Like, good night, guys. And so.
Oh, shit, my bad. That's so unprofessional of me.
Nah, bro, okay. I'm not tripping.
I mean, like, have there been moments where you wanted to, like, give up? And, like, if so, like, what brought you back into it?
As far as music, what brought me? Has there ever been a time where I wanted to give up? Never the slightest second. There's been very many times where I felt discouraged, where I felt like I knew this was going to be hard, but this is way harder than what I thought hard was. I felt like that before, But as far as giving up, that's not in my realm. Not
What's
an
discouraged
option,
you in the
none
past?
of that. What's discouraged me is, and this isn't to hate on anyone's art at all, but it's to see people that care nothing about music truly get rich and just make it based off of nothing.
It kind of is a slap to the art form, right?
It's I just find it so disrespectful to the people that, like, this is their life.
Yeah.
Music has been in them, it's been around them. My mother's a singer, my father's a guitarist. I had no choice but to do this.
That's great.
So, for people, and this is in their bloodline, and there's other people that can just wake up and be like, hey, let's go make a song, bro, just to fuck around and just next thing you know, the song's viral. Next thing you know, someone wants to put 10 million in their bank accounts. It's that easy. There's people that have been doing this their whole lives and haven't gotten where they want to be yet. And not to say that there's ever a point where you should give up. I think if you truly love something, do it for the love. Don't do it for the money or for the fame or whatever material things that come with it. But what I mean is, how can it be so easy for you to get, or for said person to get so much love and so many opportunities when you don't really care about music like that?
What do you think it is that, like, the people that you're talking about, what do you think it is that made them pop off? Is it just having gone viral on TikTok and being able to pop off that way type thing?
That too. I think it's the guts. Because when I say guts, I mean that I think it takes, when you're doing it for just fun, just to whatever, let's just make this song, let's be funny. I think it relates to people more. It lets them bring out their inner kid and feel and be able to have fun with what they're saying, not care about who they hurt, not care about, oh, maybe we should censor this or that. Not care about being musical. It's their chance to have fun. And everyone wants to have fun. Everyone's not going to relate to your sad stories. Everyone's not going to relate to your traumatic stories. However real that music is to you, and it could mean so much to you, it won't mean the same thing for everyone else. Yeah. But absolutely everyone else wants to take a break from their hard times and just have fun and just be able to hopscotch around and, hey, we turned up. Hey, this song slaps. Does the song really? Maybe in the form of skedaddle and just having fun, but it's not really the art form of most people that are rappers about their own lives, about what they've gone through, about where they're trying to elevate towards.
What do you think with you rolling out, like, what's with these two albums, like, what's going to be your plan to, like, promote these, like, super tough?
So the first album was strictly for my emotional needs, which was what separates these next two albums from the first one. It was strictly for my emotional needs because that whole album was about one woman, just about one woman.
Damn.
These next two happen to be about multiple, but it's not even all about women. They're about my own personal standpoints, and they're going to be fun. They're not going to be some, like, sympathetic, slow songs. They're going to be hype too, for sure. I can rap, bro.
Yeah, man, I've heard your music.
Anyone says, bro, I can rap, man. I'm not saying I'm the greatest. I don't think I'm the greatest either. But I can rap. No one can take that away from me. Put some respect on my name.
And on top of that, because you are also a drummer, you know flow. So you know how to. You have all of the ingredients to succeed, man.
Facts. And I have I'm not going to put any limit to where I can go, but I certainly want to be grateful for whatever it takes me. And I think that if I've made it this far, and by this far, I mean I made it on the It Can't Be That Bad podcast. If I made it so far to get right here in this chair, I can go anywhere.
Wow, that's a compliment to me. I mean, Thank you. Shout out to you. I appreciate you so much, dude. Do you know who PJ Morton is?
Who's that?
PJ Morton is this guy that he's like one of the greatest right now to kill it in like soul and R&B and gospel. He is.
Now you got my attention in gospel.
Yeah, he's.
I was raised in church.
He's the guy that plays keys for Maroon 5, and like, yes, he'll pop out. He makes money for that, but he's recently like started really popping off for doing his own thing.
Okay.
People didn't know him when he was playing piano for Adam Levine.
See, I have the same dilemma.
And so, but he's able to do both because he started. Man, I really gotta send you this music. Have you heard like the newer rendition? It's this rendition of "How Deep Is Your Love," and it's fuck, dude. I'll play with you for you afterwards. Yeah. But that really put him on the fucking map. And after that, he started coming out with his own shit. And he is one of the most talented individuals out there who is able to find success in his own artistry. And yet still, play keys and do backup vocals for Maroon 5.
I most certainly still want to do stuff like that. For any artist that's tuned into this, that gets discouraged sometimes about where they're going to end up, and because it's way too hard to be where you are and continuously doing this. You have to elevate, you have to grow, you have to obtain a certain amount of notoriety, a certain amount of financial stability to keep this up. But I want everyone to know something that they've heard time and time again. It literally only takes one song. Yeah. Just one song.
And we've seen it happen with a lot of people. And like, it's okay. It's cool. In the past, if some people are one-hit wonders, that's still a motherfucking paycheck. That's still a paycheck. And that's still going to have some people listening to the rest of your music. And the people that really fuck with you, those are the fans that you need to nurture.
You don't have to be Beyonce to go on tour.
Hell no.
I don't care how many people if someone asks me for a tour, I'm going.
The best performances that I've had, I performed in front of like big crowds before, but some of my favorite performances are like the more intimate ones.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you feel that. You've probably played in front of some big crowds. Yeah. But also if you're playing like a nice gig at the Red Heron.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing that beats that kind of intimate love.
The small crowds feel you.
Yeah.
And it's because big crowds, the way it's set up, you're on this like much bigger stage. You don't even interact with the crowd mostly. You get on, you get off, you go backstage, you hang out with them, you talk to the other artists, the concert's over, bam, everyone's packing up, getting ready to go back, go home, go to the hotel, wherever you are. When it's smaller crowds, it's more of a home setting. Soon as you're off stage, they're right there. Yeah. It may not be a backstage. You may have to go through the crowd to go to said backstage. Yeah. But you're going to get some love on the way there. You're going to get some, bro, yo, I didn't even know you could do that. Yo, that was raw as fuck. Or wow, can we take pictures? And you're like, pictures? I take pictures now? Yeah, hell yeah, cheese.
It is an interesting feeling, huh? I mean, to be able to, and it's a blessing. It is a blessing to be recognized for certain talents.
It is.
Because you're feeling, when you are up there, you're feeling a whole lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
In real time, and then once it's over. And then you do go out there and you're receiving the delayed love, right? Bro, I can't believe you fucking killed it.
Exactly.
That stuff, it
matters.
It does matter,
It matters. It's like you're on a ladder, and like this never-ending ladder. And where you want to be is where the people that have made it so big are at. And when you're getting that small love, it's like you're getting to that next bar.
Yeah.
Which is, I got miles to go, but I'm going. Yeah. I'm still going. Slowly but surely. You're still climbing. And so what matters to me most is I just want to keep climbing. I never want to just stay right where I'm at. As long as I keep climbing, no matter slow or fast, as long as I get there, I get there.
Yeah, yeah. In this kind of game, what's the difference between like having a lot of confidence and to be able to succeed with the confidence? Because you have to have that in music as an artist. Where do you think that blurred line is between confidence and cockiness?
I would say it's at a point where your work doesn't, and I'm not saying this as, it has nothing to do with the amount of money you obtain, but when your work doesn't reflect on who you are as a person, it's kind of like it's this thing where people may think that I'm an artist because I want to be one. Okay. Have you put out a song? No. This happens to me a lot. Like, I'll be around people and I'll be like, okay, dope. So you got any songs out? Not yet. How long have you been an artist? For like the last 4 or 5 years. Okay, cool. So when do you think you're gonna get in the studio? I don't know. I just haven't had any time to.
Damn.
You feel me? Like, and it goes on. I just haven't really had any time. You're an artist. You're gonna make the time. I would never say I don't have time to. You have to
be
want
great.
it.
You have to want it.
You have to want it that
to be
bad.
great. You have to sacrifice something.
Yeah, and then it costs. Yeah, they're trying to charge me like over $60, $80 an hour for some studio time. Well, why don't you just invest and make? When I hear people come up with every excuse in the book to say why they're not doing things that can help them get further, it makes me feel like I'm like, okay, so you'd be a real artist if it popped out in front of you and you just had to step forward and grab it.
Some people want.
But if it's a little harder, you got to climb a couple mountains. You ain't down for that. I'll climb whatever. I don't care what adversity it is. I've had several. I'm not going to stop. Yeah. That's what an artist would say. That's how an artist would feel.
Yeah. Because you're not a true artist. People like the idea.
People love the idea.
People love the idea. I've always been slightly upset at individuals that are off to the sidelines that they see and they're just like, I could do that. And then I think to myself, like, then do it.
Do it then.
Then fucking do it.
In a way, that kind of means the artist that was on stage did their job. They inspired people to be something greater in that aspect.
Yeah.
However, from the people that are looking at it and that are like, you know what? I should just do this now. I'm happy. Like, the artists are like, I'm happy we've inspired you, but it's a little more than just watching us right now and just saying that. Because that's what happens to drummers or people that want to play drums. I've had tons of people. I teach for like a school organization, and I've had tons of people that have seen me teach kids or have seen me play to instruct or demonstrate, and they're like, hey, I want to be a drummer. I want to play now. Okay, well, come to the next class. Let's see if we can get you in. They'll miss classes. They'll be like, oh, I don't have any sticks. You can go to so many stores and get some sticks. There's been times where I've given people sticks. I just bought one of my students a drum kit.
Oh.
Yeah. And he's still playing. You
bought him a whole drum kit?
A drum kit, bro.
Damn, you care. You care about these kids.
I care about these kids, bro. And so, not to mention that, and then they'll be like, okay, well, what's the first thing? I give them some videos to watch. I see them again. Did you watch any of the? No, I didn't get to. You know, and it's like, you can't take advantage of all the tools that you get from people that care and then come back and say you've done nothing with it and then continue to say you want to be that.
Yeah.
Either you do or you don't. I'm not mad if you don't, but why do you keep saying you do? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of people want to live in a fantasy. I think it's
like you thought it was going to be easier and you realize it's not so easy. And then it's like, okay, but I still want it. Well, you want it to be handed to you. You want the skill, you want the craft, you want it all to be given to you.
And it's the trials and tribulations that build character. You know, like it has to be hard so that, because you have to earn it. You have to earn it, which a lot of people, especially in this day and age where we do have the viral TikTokers that will get famous for making like a whatever song because everyone started using it in a trend, right?
If you care about it, you'll spend money on it, period. I don't care what anyone says. And it's beyond a drum kit. Cymbals, I got one cymbal that costs over $300.
Jesus Christ. It's expensive, man.
So expensive. You need hardware. When it comes to equipment and when it comes to equipment in general, everything is sold separately. That was the best voice I got from commercials. Everything is sold separately and at such a high price. You still got to buy like covers and cases to go into certain things. You still got to buy things that hold it up. You still got to, and a lot of that causes wear and tear. You still need, you need a car that's big enough to fit all that. You can't just stuff it. You have to take care of your things. This is really hard.
I used to be a wedding singer, and
I could see that on you.
Dude, everyone, people just picture me and they think I'm somewhere at a wedding. They think I'm either serving at it or singing at it.
I'll be at one. I'm playing at one this Saturday.
They're fun, dude. They're fun because people just get drunk. You're doing covers and like it's easy. It's easy, low stakes fun.
Free catered food.
Yes, sir. But like I was a wedding singer, and like how I told you, like one of my best friends is he's a drummer, and so as a singer,
he's talking about me.
Yeah, dude, it was you. As a singer, I just show up. And then this guy would have to like lug his entire kit. Obviously, I would help him set up because I've seen it so many times.
Don't worry, guys. I don't need any help. Thanks for not offering.
Oh, dude, it's a lot. Yeah, you have to set up your seat. You have to set up all of the stands for your entire kit.
Yeah. And you got to take it all down after.
Yeah, you take it all down.
And this happens a lot during gigs. So one of the first questions drummers ask either the artist or whoever's booking them is there a kit there or do I have to set up my own? And we're kind of like this, waiting on that text to come back like, please just be one there. Just be one there. No, you have to bring your own. And we're like, whatever, bro. All right, fine. Because what happens is, and this happens to me too, after a gig, and let's say it's not too big, not too small, it's a medium type of, as far as how big it is. You'll get, everyone else can pack up quick as hell, like 30 seconds. We're going to be at least 10, 15 minutes maybe.
And that's quick. That's if you're quick.
That's if you're quick. So they can go, and the singers, they don't have to do anything.
That's if your car's parked close.
If it is. But what I mean is, they'll go to the crowd, and they'll get to talk to everyone. Hey, what's going on? It's been a while. But the venue, if the venue's closing and you're the main event, we can't come down and see our friends. We gotta hurry up and get everything out before, because they're about to close down and they're rushing. And the engineers that are working for that venue, they're rushing the hell out of us. So we don't get to say hi. There could be someone we haven't seen in hella long in the crowd. We can't come down to come greet you. So that it feels kind of bad sometimes, because it's like, damn. Y'all just get to do whatever.
I mean, it's just a note to the rest of the band to help the drummer out. Help everyone else out. Because, if you're a guitarist.
It'd be nice.
I mean, even with a guitarist, you got to pack your amp, you got to pack your XLRs, and then you got to pack your guitar. I mean, that's easier than still fucking...
still work, though.
3 crash cymbals, a fucking bass drum, a snare, and all that shit. But even if there's like a kit set up at a venue, it's not set up the way that you want it set up, right? And they don't have everything that you got.
Yeah, I would say 7% of the time you're not gonna need anything. 7 to 12% of the time the kit will be perfect. You don't need to do anything but sit down and play. The other about 80%, 85% of the time, you'll need to bring cymbals, a kick drum. There's gonna be something wrong. Just basically. And what's the word I'm looking for? Not adversity, but just a small inconvenience to it that makes all the difference ever.
I mean, it's the height of everything. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. You got to adjust to your height.
Well, it's kind of like driving someone else's car. Like you got to adjust.
Damn, the mirror's so low. You got to...
Yeah. Why is the e-brake over here? Why do I got it? Yeah.
Damn, you damn near have to like pull over because you're so impatient. You started driving before you even did all that.
Fuck yeah, dude. And I'm an Asian driver. Like I need it the way that I need it, or else the world is in danger. Yeah.
Facts. I get that.
What's the worst gig you ever played?
Oh, okay. The worst gig I've ever played. This is going to give me I just need 15 seconds if you got it. Just 15 seconds.
You got a podcast.
So, okay. So, it was a Sunday. This was like a church event. So how churches are, some are like at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 9 a.m., 11 a.m., or 3 p.m. This is like a 6 p.m. event. I know no one here. I just get asked for it. Now, as a professional, I bring certain pieces. Like I'll bring my cymbal backpack, which has my hi-hat in it. I bring my snare and my kick pedal. That's standard for drummers to bring. So when I get to this, place, to this church, the kid looks like a hurricane went through that motherfucker. And I'm just like, yo. I'm like, are you sure I don't need anything? Oh, yeah, we got a kit set up for you. And we just had our engineers put everything together. I'm like, okay, set. Mm-hmm. I'm going to get in there. We're going to kill it. Let's go. I don't think the bassist got there until it was halfway over. Mm-hmm. So we're missing sound.
Really?
So we're missing sound.
Damn, that's half the gig.
We're missing sound. Now, I don't even think there was a kick pedal. So you said you had everything there. That tells me I didn't need to bring anything. Mm-hmm. I brought it anyway. Had I not and just took your word for it.
Oh, yeah. You'd just be beatboxing.
We'd be in trouble. We'd be in trouble. The snare on the bottom of it, one of the skins are like busted through, like somebody, you feel me?
Oh, damn, like someone was fighting in the church.
The cymbals are cracked as hell. There's no drum shield. For the way this church is set up, they kind of need one. There's supposed to be like 4 musicians. I don't think 4 or 5, I don't think it was really just me, the organist, and the keys player. I don't even, the bassist shows up like halfway there. I don't even think the guitar showed up at all.
Mm-hmm. Damn. What is this a real gig? What happened to everyone else?
Is it though? Is it a real gig?
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
The singers are embarrassing. Oh my goodness.
What was wrong with them? They just were not good. There were multiple?
There was like 4 of them. They just couldn't sing, bro. Mm-hmm. It's like they're not actual singers, but they're free. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
someone's free, when someone won't charge you anything, oh yeah, you can do it. Let them do it. So it's like just people they're really just people in the church that are just willing to do whatever for you or for the pastor or for whoever. The only problem is they can't do the exact job you're asking them for.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you pay for what you get.
You pay for what you get, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
I mean, were you able to get through it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to, because I don't want to they're still paying me to do this job because their drummer was like, oh shit, I think their drummer was like, he got stuck in jail.
Oh,
and he couldn't get out till Monday.
Oh, fuck. I'll be at the gig, but, after someone pays my bail. Yeah. It's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, could I get the money up front?
Call me last minute type deal.
Oh, shit.
Uh-huh.
I think the worst gig I ever had, I mean, I've had multiple. I've had a bunch,
Oh, yeah,
doing
I've had
weddings,
several.
bro. I've had to do a wedding gig where the DJ never showed up. So I had to
Ouch.
sing and DJ, as in just put my...
Do I get 2 checks for this?
I got the aux cord. I just put on a playlist.
I've done that. I've played drums and I've DJ'd for not professional, not a real DJ, but exactly what you mean, like plugging your aux,
just gotta play
get
music.
a speaker. Yeah, I've done both.
That's all it is, dude. And this is back in the day before Bluetooth. I had to just get the aux cord and put it into my fucking Samsung, you know?
Bro, you're saying this is back in the day before Bluetooth, and it's like you're not that old. Like you're not. You're just
You thought
not.
I was younger than you, which is
I thought
crazy.
You was younger than me.
Nah, man.
You
just got a full beard.
I'll be 25 on the 22nd. When does this drop? Because I need to make sure everyone has my presents ready.
When do you? I mean, I could probably drop it in October. Yeah, like October-ish, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for whoever doesn't know, my birthday is on September 22nd, which means your presents are probably late, since this will be dropping in October, which means you now have to figure out how to get in touch with me and be like, Tommy, I'm so sorry. Here goes your present. By the way, I don't want anything materialistic for real, but take me to dinner.
Damn, you just want dinner.
Dude,
Dinner's
I'm so happy with
expensive,
food,
though,
bro.
man. I mean, dinner.
It could be a burger. I don't give a damn, bro.
Okay, even burgers are like
Yeah,
$13.
Yeah, that's facts.
Fucking, dude,
And it's like $17. Damn.
Fuck, dude, I remember the days when I used to be like $20 would last me a week for lunch at high school.
Remember when them fat ass Chinese food plates were like $5.76 or some shit?
Oh, absolutely, dude. You go for the lunch special, you get an egg roll, chow mein, fried rice, and some like pepper chicken.
Pack that ass up.
Like they're trying to, yeah. They would like they're trying to get rid of it.
They're so fucking selfish now.
Oh, dude, they'll just fucking show you a picture
20% gratuity tip already included. Mm-hmm. It's not a tip then. The whole point of a tip means that it's something I want to do. How do restaurants do this? This pisses me off. And what did you guys do? You put this computer in front of me. Mm-hmm. We ordered ourselves. What did you guys do?
Yeah. Oh, some restaurants will be like tap or sparkling, but they don't tell you that the sparkling's premium. Now I got like a $10 like extra charge for some water that they blew some carbonation into.
It's so unfair.
Yeah, which goes back to like, this is why people can't afford studio time.
This is why people can't afford studio time. Mm-hmm. The economy is trash right now, man.
Oh, dude, it's hard to even be healthy out here. You go out there, you get a salad with 5 leaves in it. That shit's $23, man. What are we doing, right?
What are we doing?
Right? But you could get like a bucket of grease for $5.
People need medication. Medication costs $700 every time you need a refill and shit. Mm-hmm. It's legitimately... My stepfather always says, you can't afford to be sick. Mm-hmm. You literally can't afford to be sick.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I certainly didn't ask to be sick. No one asked for it.
No, man. It's not like you're just going up to a person saying, cough on me, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts, bro.
Nah, dude. I mean, I was just watching Breaking Bad before you came here. Have you seen the show?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
So the whole show, the concept of the show is that this high school chemistry teacher, who's really good at chemistry, he is diagnosed with lung cancer and only has like X amount of months to live, and his family's in like financial turmoil. So he decides to cook methamphetamine to make some money because his cancer treatment's expensive as fuck. School for his son is expensive as fuck. His mortgage is expensive as fuck. And so, you know, I'm like, they're talking about like how expensive like the medical system is, dude. To just go and to try and live a normal life to get some medicine, dude. Mm-hmm. If you have no insurance, bye. Might as well.
Insurance is hard enough too, because insurance is crazy expensive.
Yeah,
and it's like, bro, the whole point of me wanting insurance is because I don't have money to begin with.
Oh yeah, dude, it's all they don't teach you this in school.
Bro, this is a setup. No, they don't, and this is the shit that we need to know. Teach us what we need to know.
Yeah. They're out here teaching us
geometry. When has anyone used geometry that's not a specific sort of engineer or contractor? I haven't used such thing, or I haven't used AP literature. I haven't used any of that shit.
I've never looked at my taxes and been like, let me use the Pythagorean theorem. Ain't nobody's like, yeah.
Bro, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Okay, yeah, that solves everything. Oh, thank God I learned that.
Shit, at least you got it down. You do remember the Pythagorean theorem.
Not that it fucking matters.
You're not telling me that when you drum, you're just like, oh, what's the hypotenuse of...
Bro, that doesn't matter at all. There's plenty of drummers that don't even practice. Some of them are just so gifted that they can watch and they almost got it down. Next thing you know, in about an hour, it's so simple for them. I need to watch.
Memory.
Yeah, I need to watch and do it. I'm very hands-on when it comes to learning something.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, you have to literally be hands-on for like drumming. That's the
facts.
As a singer, I get to. It's cool being a singer because I can get away without knowing any music theory, dude. I don't have to bring. I don't have to lug a drum kit, dude. You just tell me what songs to learn. I listen to it. I sing it.
All right, I'll pack up my voice and I'll try to get there on time.
Dude, it is scary though, man, because like if your voice ain't right that day, if you did too much talking, or if you like, I don't know, if I smoked the blunt the day before, bye, not happening. Yeah,
get some tea. And you just try to power through it.
Oh, dude, and just pray to the voice gods. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
dude. It's art's fun though, dude. It's like
art is a lot of fun. It's gonna be. It'll all be worth it, and it probably should be worth it now if you really love it.
Yeah,
make it a lifestyle. Don't make it an end goal. I would say.
Yeah, dude. The journey is the destination. You know, that's what it is. Like, and once again, like it does suck when people just want they love the idea of it. You got to go through it like the way that you've been going through.
You have to.
So what's the future looking like? So like these two albums, you got two albums coming out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta like now that you have the resources and you're tapped into like the Bay Area community. I better be seeing you on stage, dude. I better see you on stage, not on the kit.
Facts. I am no Anderson .Paak. I could never play.
Man.
And I mean, I can do it, and I have. I just don't like to. I don't look good. I don't think I look good doing it. I want to jump. I want to have fun. I want to interact with the crowd. I want to move around with the mic in my hand. So, but I actually got some people that's been on this podcast already on these two projects, which I'm very proud of. I'm tapping into different sounds, different forms of beats. I'm unlocking different parts of my brain to really be the artist that I know I can be.
That's growth, man. That's growth. The fact that you're not just staying in your own lane. Yeah, it's sometimes it's dope when people like they know what they're good at, right? And they lean heavy toward that. But like when you're experimenting, that's when an artist grows the most.
Exactly.
Man. I mean, look at Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars started off with like 6 chord songs, right?
Today I don't feel like doing anything.
But now he's making like
get your fucking camera to the moon. Where did this come
and that was
from?
also like that was 2016, bro. That was 8 years ago.
And that's still growth.
And now he's
making growth.
He came out with shit. He came out with that Silk Sonic shit.
I was
right?
just about to say, now he's on Silk Sonic and is doing numbers.
Numbers, man. He's coming with he's collabing with anyone and like turning that shit.
Far.
Like, you know, I don't genuinely listen to Lady Gaga like that, but he just came out with this new record with Lady Gaga, and it is
the point is the versatility.
Hit. Exactly.
The way he's able to adapt to different genres, different artists that aren't in the same boat as him, and still be able to party on a different yacht.
Yeah,
basically.
Exactly, dude. That's the way to do it. Yeah, man. I better be seeing you on stage, man.
You're gonna see that for sure. I can't wait.
So, 2025 sounds like it's gonna be
2025 After Dark, 2026 Synergy.
Damn. Okay, so you already got it planned out for like the next 2 years or something.
I'm ready. Let's work.
Without further ado, bro, thank you for coming on. Please tell the listeners, tell the baddies.
I can't believe I'm here, man.
Dude, thank you for coming through, man. Tell people where they can find you, what they have to look forward to. I mean, I'm pretty sure they know it now from listening to this podcast.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can find me at... Can you zoom in like later?
I can zoom in.
You can find me at I Am Tommy Guns on the gram. I will be posting some big things, some good things, some lit things, some slow things, some fast things. I'll just be posting on there. So please follow me. I'm not a stuck-up person. I follow people back. And you can follow. You'll see my Spotify and Apple Music on. You'll see me on all platforms as YVNG Tommy. But this next album, After Dark, it will be my first release as Tommy Guns.
Yeah. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much for coming through. I can't wait to see you succeed. I can't wait to see you do this damn thing, and I can't wait for December when your project drops, bro.
It's different.
And happy early birthday to you. If you guys haven't said happy birthday yet, when this drops in October, his birthday passed a month ago. What are you doing?
What are you doing, man? How could y'all be so inconsiderate, selfish, unthoughtful? You guys care for no one but yourself.
Selfish pricks. What's wrong with you? And one more thing, if you could look into the barrel of your camera one more time and let the baddies, let the listeners out there, can you leave them with a piece of advice, a phrase, a saying, anything that reminds them that it can't be that bad?
Well, let's start with the ladies. Don't always believe that everyone is after you for your looks. If you know within your hearts that you provide something to this earth and to others that is more substantial than how good you look in front of a camera or how good you look on someone's arm, then believe in that wholeheartedly and know that you're more than your thighs, than your hips, than what you got to show for as far as physical. If you believe that you have something else to provide, then provide that. And for the people that really care about you, they'll see that in you and they'll see that on you. And for different artists, for the artists that are trying to make it or that just want to not even make it, just get up to a certain level, I think you've made it as soon as you drop the song in a certain sense. Now you can call yourself an artist. Be proud in the music that you make. And by that I mean, don't be so afraid to fail. If that's something that you like, then that's your art. You won't really make it if they don't know you. If this isn't your art, if you only came out with a certain song because this whole certain crowd likes it, it may not even be your crowd of people because they won't show you the love you really need. And the only way you'll get that sort of love is by releasing the music that you want to release, the music that resonates best with you, because you'll get the crowd that resonates best with you. And in that form of love, you'll get the best love that you can have. And for anyone else that's tuned in, look at me. Look at me. I'm on the It Can't Be That Bad podcast. And what I say that is, a lot of people don't really find so much value in me besides playing drums sometimes. And I can accept that to a certain extent. But what I mean by that is if you have other talents, if you have things in yourself or skills or talents that you have that you find valuable within yourself, don't be mad at anyone else. Just do what you need to do to bring them out in your way. Don't get discouraged. If you do, that's understandable. However, don't stay in such a bad place for too long. It's time to get up and get active. We get this one life. Let's live it up to its fullest, which is what I've been learning a lot more lately. Be the best person that you can be. Be kind, be courteous, be respectful. Don't go through this life with no love in your heart. That'll be one of your biggest regrets ever. So do what makes you happy. Show off these new skills that no one knows about. Don't be so concerned about the recognition like I used to be. Because if I really love it, then I'll do it no matter who's watching. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I would say that's the part of myself that I want to share with all of you. So thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope you'll be here for what's coming next. Because best believe there's more in store for Tommy Guns.
Beautiful, man. Thanks for coming through, man.
Thank you so much, man.
All right. Catch you later, man. Baddies, you guys know where to find me. You guys know where to find the podcast because you're already here.
Hey, baddies, I ain't going nowhere.
Hey, you guys know where to find Tommy Guns.
You better know where to find Tommy Guns.
There you go. Peace. Bye.
It can't be that bad, oh, it can't be that bad, oh, it can't be that bad, oh. that bad.